You may remember him, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, first question was, are you excited for the Ratchet and Clank movie? We've already covered that. So,
So excited.
yes is the answer. Other one, when the first Ratchet and Clank game was in development, did you even think it would be a huge success, or as much of a success as it was?
It's hard for me to remember because I didn't know very much about what video game success was when I was on Ratchet 1.
Yeah.
So, and I don't remember ever talking to anyone about expectations. But let's see. You know what? There were some sort of interesting things happening in the industry at that point that might be worth talking about. Like,
Right.
so Jak and Daxter came out the year before Ratchet and Clank 1, and
I thought it was the same year.
no, it was the year before.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, the first Jak and Daxter. Usually we would alternate years, not alternate years, but so Jak 1 came out. I think there were 2 years between that and Jak 2 because they were sort of re-envisioning it.
Right.
And the reason they re-envisioned it, from what I remember hearing, was that up until, say, I think it was 2000 or 2001, mascot platformers were the best-selling thing in games, period.
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot made more money than any game on the planet.
Really?
What you wanted to be was Crash Bandicoot. Because
Right.
Crash Bandicoot made bank in the United States, and it made bank in Japan, and it made bank in Europe and England. And,
Of course it
and,
did in Japan. Crash Bandicoot.
But Crash Bandicoot was, at that point, was the only Western game that did well in Japan, period.
Oh, really?
Right? Like, generally speaking, Western games just did nothing in Japan at that point.
I mean, there was a lot of J-pop games like Vib Ribbon.
See,
Vib Ribbon's great.
I wasn't closely following sort of that sort of thing yet, but
Ah.
that was what was happening at the time, right?
Yeah.
You wanted to be big in Japan so that you could be as big as Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
But what happened that the year that Jak came out, or the year before it came out, was Grand Theft Auto. I don't remember what I was saying, though. What was I saying?
I don't know, but this animation's great. We know why it's funny.
Oh, right. Mary just told me. I was talking about GTA.
Yes.
It came out shortly before Jak and Daxter, and it did so much better than anything that has ever happened ever.
Okay.
Right? And so, and after that point, the sales of mascot platformers dropped significantly.
Oh, okay.
Or at least they did relative to the sales of mature and teen-rated games.
Right.
At that point, there were a ton of huge failures in the platform space. So we were fortunate because we were making a shooter,
Yeah.
but Naughty Dog at the time was making a mascot platformer.
Mm.
So we were living in this post-GTA world where we had no idea how well a mascot game would perform, even if it wasn't a platformer.
Right.
So when Ratchet came out and it received the acclaim that it did,
Mm.
and when Ratchet 2 and Ratchet 3 just received more, it was incredibly gratifying.
Yeah. Another question was which Rhino is your favorite, but we've already covered that one. Right, who's next?